As a first in our Social Innovator series, we headed over to Women's E! News to chat with its founder, Rita Henley Jensen, about reproductive health and some of the projects of Women's E! News across the globe.
For change is the information, and that giving the citizenry the information that previously has been unavailable can spark movement and change. And without the information, movement and change is impossible. I was just having a conversation with a group of reporters who did not know why women have more breast cancer these days and why women have more breast cancer than men, and the simple things that they could do to stay informed. That's a highly educated audience. They're worldwide, just making it clear what can be done to reduce maternal mortality, to improve access to reproductive health information, to make known worldwide that the U.S. has a gag rule that prevents the transmission of information to women worldwide, information that could save their life.
In countries like Uganda, for example, the World Health Organization has pointed out that breast milk or feeding your baby actually reduces breast cancer.
It's worldwide is the fact that breastfeeding reduces breast cancer. That's true in the United States as it is in Uganda. Worldwide, many women have been persuaded that using formula is better. How that happened is a huge marketing campaign.
Women's E! News was founded in the year 2000 and has been running strong. Each week, the group brings together female reporters to document important and relevant stories of the day.
And do a very quick introduction so everybody can attach a name to a face and work together better in the future. First mastectomy survivors, a writer who wrote about the ordeal of having a mastectomy without any anesthesia. And yeah, it sounds pretty awful, but she goes light on the actual, and she really talks about Fanny Burney's sort of relegation to a lower rung than Samuel Johnson.
Just by virtue of appearing on the internet with the keyword Uganda, or the keyword Syria, or the keyword Colombia, or the keyword Ecuador, or the keyword Mexico, or the keyword United Arab Emirates, we know that the journalists in those nations and public policy advocates, both here in the U.S. and in The Hague and around the globe, will receive that information and further distribute it, and that's the beauty of the internet.
3 bills in the Uganda Parliament that represent a new effort. Apparently an old version was dragged down by cultural proponents of polygamy. So this is a new effort, and it probably involves the same old conflicts and tensions.
Yeah. That's the first step. The publicity works. That's why journalists do this, even as the economy of journalism is collapsing. So many journalists want to keep at it because we know there can be no democracy. There can be no civil society without active journalists reporting what is.